カスタライズ。
I just wanna dive into the future 共に行こうさ明日も今日も僕たちの旅は続く
Hello everyone, and welcome to AppliEpisode 14 of LostinTranslationmon. I'm May.
And I'm Jay.
And this week we watched Appmon Episode 14, a puzzle game in the city. Puzzlemon's Big Runaway.
I'm pretty sure it's a puzzle game in the city! There's a big exclamation point and then question mark in there.
Oh, good point. I didn't phrase it properly then.
And it's Puzzlemon or Puzzlemon.
Puzzlemon.
Puzzle.
What were your favourite bits? I can imagine that you had quite a few.
Off the top of my head, the way that Puzzlemon gets in people's way is quite funny. It just puts up puzzles in the way of things you want to do, make things inconvenient. You need to do a puzzle to make the train work. You need to do a puzzle, as the beginning of the show, to open the electronic lock on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
Those are all pretty funny. I don't know. The New Year's resolution bit was contrived, but
It was so
but
cute.
nice.
It was so cute.
I don't know how they got multiple televisions down into the secret lair
And the surveillance
and attached
system,
a surveillance system to them.
which I suddenly knows about.
Yeah, it's all on it. It looks like there's a little hotel down there, honestly.
Basically, they've assembled it, and I'm not sure how they were able to do all that without the dad knowing, because apparently the dad doesn't know about this, secret living room, basically, that he has
Yeah.
underneath.
And she just opens up the secret bookshelf while the shop is full of customers.
Yep, and someone sort of notices it,
No.
but doesn't amount to anything.
I am 100% that what happened was they saw her go behind the book of shelves, and they were going to go talk to her, and then she disappeared.
Oh, okay. I thought that they noticed that there was the moving bookcase.
No, because I think that would have been a little bit different than him reacting, huh? And then it shows the bookcase is closed.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was open, but I guess I'm wrong. But so yeah, that was a bit silly that no one noticed that the bookshelf just suddenly moved and opened up.
Did the dad not notice that when his daughter said, "I'm going to go for a walk," she didn't leave the front door?
No, she did, and then she saw a couple walk in, and then she followed. She walked, like she shadowed them.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
But
dumb,
what are
though.
the favourite moments at the moment?
I
I like how that in the moment where we saw Puzzlemon, you said, "But it looks like MessageMon," and then immediately after that, MessageMon was talking to Haru about how he looks similar.
Yeah, and they did that running joke again, which I quite like.
Yeah.
We're not related. We just look the same.
Yeah, like, oh, so you guys are related? No, we just look the same. Yeah.
Stop being racist.
Yeah, it's the same with MCMon and Musimon.
And there's another one too. Roleplaymon was no. Wait. I don't remember. There was one in the
Oh,
Seven-
Reviewmon and Gossipmon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I liked that when they were in the AR field. First of all, before they got the AR field, there's this cute thing that they did where Eri and Astra couldn't solve the puzzle to get in,
Yep.
and they both lost like immediately. And then Haru has his try, and then it falls to like dusk, and he's still trying.
Yeah.
And it implies that, whereas it's not like the other two were bad at this kind of game, but Haru's good at it. No, Haru's not good at the game. He's just willing to try for hours.
Oh, I got the impression that it was just impossibly, like, long and hard, and that's why it was taking him so long. Not that he was keep on retrying.
No, I got the sense that it took a long time because he was willing to do that.
Yeah.
He's willing to sit there and learn the game
Yeah,
and
well-
do it over and over again until it works.
Meanwhile, Astra and Eri gave up probably after one try.
Yeah, and they were like
Yeah.
crushed by their one try.
But Haru's just so motivated and so passionate that he just kept on going. That's sweet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then they get into the thing, and you have once again, like, how does the bad guy attack? Well, they play by their own rules, and they put them into their arena. And this is the second time, actually, the kids have been put into, like, a puzzle thing.
Yeah.
And this time there was so little danger that Astra and Musimon got to mess with everyone.
Yeah, and just have fun. And they said, did you figure it out that we weren't actually didn't want to solve it, we just wanted to have fun?
Yeah. But, and then instead of actually solving it, because Puzzlemon's really weak, they just broke it, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, Dokomon just started punching things. They said, no, Dokomon, use your head. Use my head. All
Why
right.
didn't you say that from the beginning?
And he starts headbutting things, which is just, it's funny.
And then I liked the creativity of, hey, we don't need to use this controller, we can just push them around.
Yeah.
And that would make things much easier. And that's fine. And then they broke the thing, and then they all just won the fight by everyone does their either Appliques or their super Appliarises.
Yeah.
And they pulled out new attacks, which is great, because
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing MCMon... No, wait, not MCMon. Sick of seeing Mediamon do the thing with the spaceship, because that makes no sense. That was context-specific.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, they won, and that was the end of the episode.
And I feel like they just really wanted to feel like, the 10 minutes. But I guess that's like a negative, so I guess we'll get to that bit in a bit.
Oh, and the other thing is that Stealthmon, or whatever it's called, I don't really remember.
Mienumon?
Whatever it is. Like a butler took her some tea, and then you told, it's not a butler, that's the CEO of L Corp.
Yep.
Well, the representative CEO, because she's the CEO.
Yep.
Or the Leviathan's the CEO.
So she's like, he's like the human...
He's a human
CEO,
face of the company.
And he's bringing her hot chocolate. That was sweet.
Yeah, in a chameleon cup, because she's stealth.
Yeah, and she has that, like, pink chameleon fish, which we called for the fish at the start, but yeah, it's a chameleon. I also really liked the intro bit, when they're saying Happy New Year.
That was alright.
No, they're all dressed, it's really cute.
It didn't make any sense when they were addressing the camera, and then it all screws up, and you zoom back out, and you can see the camera, and they're all mugging to it, and then Haru turns around and talks to the new camera.
Yeah.
What was he talking to? The wall?
Yeah, it was breaking the fourth wall pretty heavily, but it's fine because I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any more favourites?
I think that really covers it.
Alright, let's go on to negatives.
Nothing happened.
My main negative is, wow, they really wanted to fill in that 5 minutes at the end, so we put in all the animations.
Yeah. It really, I'm so sick of them not using any of, like, the cool app powers. They're just hitting things really hard, and this really feels like what happened with Tamers. They had a really cool system, and then they just said, but creativity is hard. Why don't we just make them shoot blasts at people?
Yeah, because they found it was a lot easier to write fight scenes than write clever, strategic ways to get out of the battle.
It is. It's so much easier to say he punched him the hardest and then the person fell down than it is to say he pulled out something genius, because you have to come up with something genius first.
Because, you know what, I don't think kids would notice.
I don't think they would. That sucks.
Because we noticed as adults, because we said, hey, we really liked that because that was really clever. It, added something in besides just who can punch the hardest, and that's what I always say. But I think kids don't really mind about that. They're all for the fights.
And just, I don't know, we got everyone's New Year's resolutions, in which Dokemon's is really sad.
Aww, it is.
In the year, at some point, he wants to go on a walk with Eri.
He loves Eri, it's so cute.
He loves her. But if he needs it to be a New Year's resolution, it means he hasn't done it.
Yep. And that's sad.
And, like, he could have shot for the moon, and he just said, I want to go for a walk. Which, like, I think... What that tells me is that when we first met Dokemon, he'd never applierized, and he was always in her bag.
Yeah, we
3 bags down.
Yeah.
He probably never stopped being 3 bags down.
That's really sad. Also, Museumons were just basically to keep on doing what I'm doing, basically. And that's fair enough. Did Gatchmon have one?
Gatchmon did.
Okay, what was his? Because I can't remember. Because I feel like Gatchmon didn't do anything in this episode.
I feel like he had one. You're asking me, though, and I don't know.
Because, I feel like Gatchmon didn't have any
input. He wanted to go to the Gatchy Snacks factory.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I love Gatchmon. But besides that, he didn't do anything in this episode, basically.
He didn't.
Like, Museumon had the thing with they like rhythm games, and they were having, like, fun in the puzzle.
Yeah.
And Dokemon was punching things.
Yeah.
Gatchmon didn't do much.
No, he didn't. Nothing at all.
Like, the best part of Atmon is always like, oh, what is Gatchmon going to do today? And let's do the search.
His voice actor was, like, sick or something.
Yeah. Relatable.
He said he'd search for a good new year.
That was cute. That was cute. What other negatives are there?
I don't know. It was just kind of boring. Like, it felt like a filler episode.
It was filler. Like, definitely. Until, like, the last bit where we get the bit more information about Leviathan, we get to know that there's other people working for Leviathan, like Coachmon.
Yeah.
Coachmon's cool.
I guess. But that's something you could have shoehorned into any episode. It was 30 seconds of information.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really, really straightforward of Threat shows up, Threat is beaten, nothing changes, nothing's important, and the kids don't learn anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
It's sort of the height of a filler episode.
But it wasn't terrible. Like, I didn't say I hate watching this.
No, it was fine. So it's better than the Astra episodes, and that's really all.
Yeah, it's better than the Astra. Yeah, that's actually where I've got it in my ranking, which you don't care about.
No, I don't. Don't care at all.
Any more negative bits? Because I'm pretty done.
That's it.
Favourite character? Because Gatchmon did nothing. I think I might have to say...
Haru,
yeah. Always Haru, because he's so sweet. And that cute scene with the news resolutions, how they're all right, and he writes the one he wants to defeat Leviathan, and they all sign it too.
And they're all like, damn it, we should have said that.
And then they try to think of a team name. And
which they never came up with.
Yeah, and because Astra was saying, okay, the Astra family, or Team Astra.
Yeah, please shut up, Astra.
And Eri's just like, no, rejected.
I thought that was quite funny. I like sorry, back to the positives, just when they're doing this bit, I really like the Eri is constantly shocked by how good Astra's handwriting is.
Yeah, no, that's cute. And it makes sense.
Your handwriting's so good!
And it makes sense that his handwriting is good, because, he's in that
Well, he
really
explains
old...
it.
I really also like that he's in that old family thing, and he's going to be
I thought they
inherited
were,
the successor.
super rich. It's like, no, they just run a tea house, so they're traditional.
Yeah, but I really like how he's gonna, be the successor. And because, usually in anime you have the character who doesn't want to do that. He's like he's rebelling against it, but he wants to.
No, he's gonna.
Yeah.
He just also wants to be this.
And that's fine, but usually in the anime we see the animes,
In the animes.
which I'm well versed in.
In Japanimation.
We see,
Your PhD in Japanimation.
Yes, May MD, manga division. I don't know. We usually see the character whose family is super rich and they, maybe own a hotel or they own something, and the kid's meant to inherit this, but doesn't want to, and there's usually the whole story arc of how they don't actually want to. But Astra's is, oh no, I want to do that, but I also want to do other things, but I can do both, I'm cool. And I like that. I mean, maybe I'm not totally in love with Astra as a character, but I do love that aspect of him. And I guess that brings us on to miscellaneous bits, because we kind of got into the miscellaneous bits.
We learned that Afro Guy was a train driver.
That was cool.
That's his job.
We got a new ending song.
Yep,
and
which I don't really care for.
It doesn't seem like it fits in this anime. It feels like it fits in like a shoujo anime. It's so and it's got Eri in it. It seems very, I don't know, and I'm not sure how to describe it. Just
a bit too much of a cute girl sleeping.
Yeah, and it's
a little bit much of this Watson stuff.
Yeah.
Also remember that bit where Watson sees Eri, he's like, autograph.
And then Eri's gone. I love Eri though, and I love how sometimes she's just wearing her glasses because that's just who she is.
That's what she needs them outside of her job.
Oh, her resolution was to become the #1 idol.
And Astra's like, that's not gonna happen.
And then his is even more so not gonna happen.
He wants to be the #1 app tuber in the world.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And that's probably a bit harder.
Guess what? Astra is no PewDiePie.
I think he wants to be.
Yeah, he would want to be.
Any more miscellaneous bits? I love Afro Guy, that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's the end of it too.
Alright, onto my ranking. This ranked pretty low. This ranked so low that there are 3 under it. There's the 7 code meeting, and then there's the 2 Astra episodes. Those are the ones that are under it. Would you agree?
Sure, why not?
And the 7 code meeting one wasn't terrible. I think maybe it's on par with that.
Similar.
Alright, join us next time for The Future is All Visible, the mysterious fortune teller Telemon.
You can contact us and stay updated. You can email us at LostinTranslationmon@gmail.com, or you can comment on this episode or message us on SoundCloud. You can follow us at TranslationMon on Twitter and on Vine, and you can find us on LostinTranslationMon on Tumblr, Facebook and YouTube. We have a discussion thread on With the Will, and we'd really appreciate it if you were to review us on iTunes and or Stitcher.
And thank you to our Patreon supporters, Sam Krieger, who has a podcast called The Moncast, which talks about Pokemon and Digimon, Wu Qinglong, who you can find at twitch.tv/Wu Qinglong, Metal Mummimon, Joe, Anime Guy, who you can find at Anime Guy Kurosaki and the #1 on YouTube, Chuckmon, Ishpalbamba, Hirolato, who is at Hirolato on Twitter, Jason Morosky, Ryuchi, who's Frost Miragic on Archive of Our Own, Stephen Reeves, who is at Wildwing64 on Twitter, Kaidawashi, Mac, Noam, Riku, Red and Garen from Breakfast with Digimon, which is another Digimon podcast, Chisai, who you can follow at Chisai236 on Tumblr, Corey, Kyle, and Da Lady Big Man.
Oh, I misspelled that. That's meant to be the Bugman. Oops. Yeah, Da Lady Bugman.
Da Lady Bugman. You can read his blog at about anime at baguburagu.wordpress.com. Ooh, you sprung that one on me.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
And also, just happy birthday again to Noam, whose birthday is on the 17th. You can also make a one-off donation on PayPal, which can be found linked in the description. It's paypal.me/Edgemon. Make sure to listen to us for the podcast. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.